Hi YouTube, Funky Prepper Darren speaking. I just thought I'd give you guys a brief look at the kit, all that stuff I took with me on my first wild camp. Right, so let's move along. Seems quite a lot, and it is, but that's me. Always be prepared. Right, the first thing I've took with me was my inflatable pillow I got from Tesco's. Only £1 or £2 something. Total crap, guys. Avoid. It's just a waste of time. It's so small. Even if you blow it right up to the top, you know, if your head's the size of a golf ball, you'd be fine. So don't bother with that. It's crap. You know, I'm gonna get myself a decent one, really. Oh, and yeah, I've got some expensive kit and I've got some cheap shit. So avoid the cheap shit, really. To be honest, if you want luxury, you know, spend a bit more. Also, the old tri-folding shovel, British Army issue. Superb bit of kit, very handy indeed. Multiple uses, as you saw in the video. Got me double hooped SAS issue bivvy DPM, Gore-Tex, fantastic. Also, we've got the old the roll mat, which is basically a thermal self-inflating, we saw in the video anyway. British Army issue, of course, and the DPM British Army issue basher, tough as old boots. Very strong, good bits of kit they are, with its own like special drawstring bag. Obviously you can chuck deer in there for hunting and drag it back to camp, or you know, you do a medevac situation with your buddy, chuck them in there as a stretcher. Good use, good bit of kit. Also we got the old Army issue windproof smock. I don't know if you can see that on there, but I'll try to get all the Army issue stuff if I can. Basically it's just so hard wearing, so good value, and I've used it before out in the field and it's just trustworthy, really. You can rely on it. Also the Norgi, or the Norwegian Army issue thermal Arctic shirt. Very good bit of kit. Everyone should have one of them. They're so cheap, you can pick them up for a £5 or a tenner in ex-government places. They will last years, and I do mean years. Also with the old British Army issue combat DPM trousers. Very nice bit of kit to have because they're double lines around the knee area. So you know, I've got an allotment, and when I go down there, I've been there about 2 years now, and year one I went for about 3 or so pairs of jeans through the knees. These, no problem at all. They just go on and on and on. Very strong. You pick them up for a tenner. Very good value. And what we got here coming very handy in the end. My Daymar thermal vest. Daymar thermal long johns. Berghaus fleece. Nice bit of kit. I had that years. As you say, you pay for the nice stuff, and it does last years. I mean, you can buy stuff, you know, as cheap as you can, regatta and all that sort of stuff. I mean, yeah, it'd be fine for a couple of years, and the threads will start coming out, it will start wearing, you know, getting wet, rubbish. You'd end up buying it again. British Army issue Magnum desert boots. Now, I've only had these a little while. I've broken them in for about 3 weeks, and yeah, obviously they need a bit of a clean before I store them away. But they're so lightweight, they don't weigh anything. They're just so light, you just won't believe it. They're so comfy with the insoles they've got on them as well. And obviously they get wet, they dry out in minutes. It's unbelievable material, and as I say, they're just so comfortable to use. You can run all day. Look at a pair of trainers, don't weigh anything at all. Also I've got my old ski socks, which I'll take the wash here, as I said in the video. Gore-Tex waterproof inner bootlet socks, whatever you want to call them, to go inside the boots. Basically, if you're going to be going through streams and stuff and you're trotting through bogs, you're going to keep all of them, your feet bone dry, no blisters, happy days. Also, that bloody sleeping bag I found on a tip for nothing. Well, it'll probably be right in the summertime, but you know, it says -10 on there. But you know, I had all my clothing on, I was by a fire, and I got inside, and within an hour I'm freezing, absolutely useless. So it looks like I'm going to be going back to the old Army issue, because you can rely on it, and you can't really rely on all that civvy crap, to be perfectly honest, unless you want to pay through the nose. So I'm in the market for an Arctic British Army sleeping bag. Get one of them soon. Obviously, this, what you see in the background here, this, really good. This, I'm not sure how big it was. I think it was about 2 square meters roughly. It's just like a thermal fleece blanket, really. £2.99. And that is one of the rare occurrences that something cheap is actually good. So that's fantastic. That'll go with you always. It rolls up to next to nothing anyway. A couple of sheaths I've got there, the old the K-bar sheath. Genuine US Marine Corps, no British Army one. I prefer to use that when it's a lot lighter. Obviously, the British Army issue. Ooh, there you go. You can have a look at that. That's the DPM sheath for the machete, the Golok 2. My little girl, but obviously that Scott's done a nice job. Put a lovely edge on there. That's very nice. And obviously the K-bar as well. Well, man, still a virgin. Still haven't used it yet. I need a good excuse. Well, this little baby here, I mean, the Golok 2, that is, wow, I just love that. Oh, and you can get machetes that are about 18 feet long. Fantastic if you want to lug it around all day. But this, it doesn't weigh that much. It's a nice bit of kit too, because you look how thick that steel is. I mean, that is a whopper. And obviously, good old Wessex blades, put that edge on there. That is, it was just chop all day long for months and months and months before that needs a little sharpening again. And obviously the old backhoe. What was it? The JT? What was it? 396, 369, something like that. And the teeth on that monster. It will just saw and saw and saw and saw. Great, nice bit of kit. Moving along. Right, in there, just baby wipes really. They have a bit of a clean up in the morning. Nice sort of stuff. Good idea to have along. Bit of the old energy tabs in reserve, always a good idea. And the old thermal emergency blanket, you know, the old silver jobby. Then we see the old marathon. You see all the lunatics at the end where they're flaking out and they need a bit to keep warm, stop getting cramped. Fantastic. It weighs nothing, takes up no room. You can even put it in your bloody sock if you really wanted to. You never know it's there. And obviously the old Timberland Pro Series gloves. Well, these are, I'll tell you what, I haven't had them that long, but my God, you can get a good old grip on them babies. All leather lined, very, very strong material, very good. And the old cold weather British Army issue again, hats. I mean, these are really good actually. It will keep your head absolutely toasty warm, thermal lined, and it's all like sealed up around the back, inside there. It'll just pinching around your head, and it will keep you totally warm. And even if it is blowing a hoolie, you can use the old drawstrings there, pull it together, clamp around your head, fantastic. And also you've got these, the old bunny ears, as we used to call them. It's a flop right around your head, as you probably see in my video near the end. Keeps all your ears warm and all the back of your head warm. And also you've got the old the peak cap, which you can either fold up or down, and it's got a bendy bit of wire in there. You can bend it wherever you want, you know the score. Good bit of kit. And also it's a velcro lined on the back, so if you've got big head or small head, you know, you get them a small, medium or large. That happens to be a medium, it's perfect for my bonds. Fantastic, really does keep your head warm. You know, you can get the wool ones, yeah, great. You know, you're going to get wet. This one's Gore-Tex, no problem at all. Rain will just piss straight off the top. Fantastic. And also the old, I'll take it to work quickly for my sandwiches. But I needed extra room because the Snugpak was full up with all this kit. So I just lobbed all my water and food and whatnot in there. A little bit extra to carry. And oh yeah, Jimmy Cricket says there's more. Cordage, paracord, I think there's about 20 metres on there, more than enough I'd say. Also these, now, okay Mike, oh my cockroach, stop getting so excited, you know you're going to love this. Basically it's just like paraphrase really. If you're in any bother, you've got 9 cartridges in there, and you've got the old arm trigger sender in there. You just slot them on, turn it around, twist, point and pull. Bosh, up it goes, 300 feet, red flare, burns for up to 10 seconds. So, of course, you're in a survival emergency situation, then that is going to come in very, very handy indeed. Comes in a waterproof box, and oh, I don't know if you can see that. Made by them guys, very, very good. I can't believe it's a HD camera. Why isn't it? It's just focusing on everything. It's just rubbish. So yeah, that's basically all of that inside there. And yeah, look at that. You go on holiday to Crete and you get one of them cheap little sewing kits. And my missus got these. I thought, okay, all sorts of little beauties in there, scissors, a lot. And of course, you rip your trousers or your shirt or something, and you got a spare couple of minutes or so, just sew her up. I mean, obviously I can add to that, you know, I can put in army buttons, army like proper string, you know, cotton, and it's got the old pins, and you know, it's all so small you can't say no really. And the old drinks flask. Happy days, don't leave home without it. And also you saw the old candle kit, and yeah, you know, I mentioned that on my video. You just fill out with candle wax, tea lights, and loads. Quite a big size as well. I mean, it fit 50 grams of back in there, and they're bigger ones. And also this one as well, just slightly different one, same sort of size. Both limited edition, I think. Got both of them on eBay for £1. I mean, yeah, brand new, really, really good. And that one's just got a first aid kit, you know, plasters, extra strong painkillers. When I put my back out years ago, super strong codeine and things like that. Let's say bandages, little tiny scalpel and stuff, you know, sterilised. Nice little bits of kit in there, really, a bit of first aid stuff. And also, you know, you've seen it before, I told you all about this, the firebox. Oh, I love this baby. Strong as an ox. You can walk and jump on it all day long, fine. My mag light, of course, on these sort of things, I always have, you know, my paracord, carabiner, so I can clip it on. Well, you see my rucksack in it, my Bergen, and you'll see why. Same with this, mag light. LED upgrade with paracord, carabiner. Gerber multi-tool, I've had this years. I mean, this sort of thing, it really does help you out over the years. I mean, some guys get these sort of things, never use them. I always take it on holiday, everywhere I go, it's always in my rucksack when I'm at work. Because I'll tell you what, I've used it so many times, you know, it's well worth it. I mean, this actually cost me zero, nothing at all. But something to do with work years ago, we won't go into that. Binoculars, small, compact, bijou. You don't need like thousands of pounds worth of binoculars, just cheap ones. These are given to me by my dad, for Christ's sake, you know. What am I going to do? Is just say no, don't want them? I mean, look at the size of them in comparison, it's nothing. In the bag they go, bosh. Knife, fork and spoon kit, Swedish army issue, top grade steel, and yeah, you maybe could see the stamps, I don't know. Yeah, all good. Big spoon for a big mouth, that's me. And also, you gotta get yourself one of these. Well, the wind's blowing it. But Aqua Pure Traveller. That is it. Pure hydration. Now, basically, it's just like a drinking kit, really. Dump it straight into a stream or whatever you want. Fill it up. This screws on a very, very good filter. I mean, I've got a spare one as well because these are lasting like thousands and thousands of goes. It filters out E. coli, all sorts of really nasty bugs. You can use it safely in India and Africa. So, and also to be extra safe, you know, I've packed some in my first aid kit, some Puri tabs, things like that. I've got some coffee filters, which I'll send to Scott. Yeah, they're great for like, you know, filtering out the bits of crap and then chucking it if you really want to be safe. I mean, probably over the top, but in emergency situations, water is paramount, and you should do whatever you can to get it as clean as possible to stop the nasty bugs getting in you. So anyway, moving on. We've got the French issue, French Foundation issue drinking cup. 10 extra strong WebTex bungee cords, fantastic, excellent stuff. What we got here? The WebTex map cover, DPM, tough as old boots, strong. And also British Army issue, native issue. We use these in the forces, and I've got myself a nice brand new one because I'm going to be doing this for years. So what buy second-hand ones and it goes crap and you get bubbles inside? Get yourself a new one, 20 quid plus.